Good evening. Welcome to What's News. We have some wonderful, very wonderful guests tonight. We have the Furber and we have Jeff McCarty from the police department. So we have both of them and we have our regulars. So we will have ours to do the introductions.
Okay, so who's going first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay, you'll answer your phone while they go first. Okay, we'll have
All
the
right.
fair board, we have Keith Skaggs and Kim Gilo.
All right, well, thank you for having us again
That's quite all right.
to be with you guys. We're here to talk about our San Genevieve County Fair, which is July 11th through the 14th at the fairgrounds. This year is our 75th anniversary of the San Genevieve County Fair in San Genevieve County, which years ago used to be out on San Genevieve Drive. I mean, out there by Napa is now in that area.
Yeah, and the funeral home
Yep.
and the diapers, or the drugs,
It's where the
CVS.
drugstore is.
It's that whole big area, it used to be there.
Back in the 70s, they moved it up at the
Yes.
county fairgrounds where it's at now.
Yeah.
So this is our 75th year. Our theme for the year is 75 years of timeless traditions. We're asking all the ex-fair board presidents to be our grand marshal for our parade, which will be on Friday. We'll be lining up around 4:30, and it'll be leaving the area at 4:30 out there at Pargus Park Drive. You enter on for the 32 and Pargus Drive, come down as how they pull in is how they will be lined up. For the parade, there will be a couple fair board members out there with forms. We'd like for people to sign the forms, that way describing what you are, who you're with, and all that. And then we'll carry on all the way from Rozier Street, M Road to Rozier Street, all the way up 4th Street here to the fairgrounds, which will be live right here out in front of City Hall. I'll be there talking about the county fair then too. So that's be on the July 12th is the parade. On the 11th, we'll have a start out our events. The 4-H was having a chicken fry up at VFW Hall. It starts at 4:30.
And that's always super good.
Yep. With all the fixings. Then Fair Queens will be meeting Thursday for their competition, and also Friday. Thursday night events, which our county fairgrounds have a race series up there now. So we brought something to the board. Let's try our racing on one of the night of the events. So we got a pretty good payout, and we are building our new track, which is 95% done. We got 2 weeks to get the other 5% done.
2,000% full of water right now.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for reminding me again. We're about to call it the San Genevieve County Lake.
I thought of something the other day. You could put a drain pipe in the center and
Yeah, I'm going to
run
use
it
that.
out,
We're going to dig a
make it
hole.
spread.
We're going to use a big hole dead center of it and use that to my advantage and help water my track to save the water bill.
That would be good.
So-
Put a reserve.
Yeah.
Reserve.
So
tank.
that's what our plan.
Well, that's
We
a
was planning
good
to do
idea.
it today, tomorrow, but with the rain now, I got to pump it out and dry it out again. So,
Yeah, it looked good the other day.
yeah. Well, thank you. Been putting a lot of hours we have up there. A lot of donation throughout our community. Workers and volunteers been up there help working on it. So that is Thursday night event. The grandstand's open at 5 p.m. The pits is $15, and the drivers have paid $20 to enter in the race. Any kid under age of 4 and under is free. The grandstands is the general admission's $10 and children's $5 for that event. We got a pretty good This will be our second race. If Mother Nature allows me to, our first race will be on July 6th. It'll be our test and tune and main race. Then we'll have this one on July 11th for the new track. Looking forward to running the new track, so we thought we'll run the big event over there. We got the outlaw carts coming. We got a new class we just started this year, and it really took off. A lot of local racers over in San Jane County. Some of the racers used to race street stock and modifieds up in I-55 St. Francis Raceway. They even got some carts, and they race with us now too.
Oh, cool.
So that's Thursday. Then also Thursday we get our beer garden. We have Kicking Country on Thursday for our band. So that'll be going on about the same time, different locations on the fairgrounds. This is on one side, that's on the other side, and that will kind of help the noise, situation, because you're down there.
Right.
We'll have all of our concession stands. Being with the new track, our main fair, might have to walk a little bit to get to concession stands, but we're trying to keep it all compact. We got some new things coming in. We got a mechanical bull coming. So there you go, women. You guys come up Thursday and ride the bull.
Oh, sure, and break a leg.
That's on your own there. And we got a new thing coming also. You hang. Kim, you want to
If you, it's called Hangman, and the guy told me that you hang from a bar, you pay $10, and you hang from a bar, and if you hang for 10 or 100 seconds, you win $100. So, just like the bars that you
You're
used to
hanging
pull
like
up.
this?
Yeah, the bars that you used to pull up
Like
with.
this.
Yes. If you
military
hang
people
like
probably could
that,
do it.
then
Oh, yeah.
you would
I
win
mean-
$100. So
When I was young, I could probably do it.
he said it went over very well at the SEMO fair.
Oh, really?
So he said, I told him, I said, well, give it a try. It's something different. and-
Well, yeah, that would be different.
Uh-huh.
And
So-
also we got pony rides this year.
Oh, that would be cool.
But
for
different
guys.
petting zoos coming in this year, and we're going to have them set up in the old volleyball area,
Oh,
up
okay.
in that flat area, petting zoo. And then also on Thursday, which the FFA open exhibit of the hall will be open on Thursday. And we got the beer garden, chicken fry, I mentioned that, and amateur wine contest. It will be starting Thursday and Friday. So then on Friday we'll have our truck pull, our local truck pull, diesel class. They got factory stock, street stock, factory stock diesel, and modified gas and modified diesel class. Will be on Friday. The gates open up at 5. The check-in for them will be starting around 4:30. Pit pass is $15. General admission is $10. Children under 5 and under is free. I mean, $5, and kids under the age of 4 with a paid adult is free. There will be no alcohol in the pits. Drivers must be 16 of age to be in the pits to drive a truck. Todd Byington, the same gentleman that ran it last year, is running it this year. So he did an excellent job for us last year, and looking forward to this year. And we are planning to have a fall truck pull also. Just trying to figure out the date on that
Oh,
one.
that's good. You have to come back when you
They're very
figure that one
popular,
out.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
yeah.
then also on Friday, the Whole County Fair opens up at 10 a.m. The rabbit and chicken, the small animals will be accepting entries at 1 p.m. Then the Fair Queen competition will be at 2 p.m. on Friday. Then the parade is at 4:30, like I mentioned. Then the amateur wine, F4H, and open exhibit in the main hall is open from 5 till 7. Then we got the petting zoo on Friday. We'll be there from 5 to 7 also. Then at 6 p.m. the Fair Queen will be crowned. And sure, we'll announce that as soon as possible on that day. And the truck pull starts at 7. Then we got a beer garden, starts at 7 to 11 on Friday, and that band will be John Jarrett and the Fugitives. They're out of Festus area, North St. Louis area.
And
Pretty good.
where do they play at?
They play that night. They play down on the St. Genevieve Herald stage of the fairgrounds, down by the show barn down there.
Well, that's where we have all the bands,
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
on
right
the
there.
stage.
On the
Yep.
side facing.
So it's
right under like a big barn.
Yeah. So that's what's going on Friday. Looking forward to everything Friday. Looking forward to all the people being in the parade. Hope, Jeff, hopefully you're going to be entered in the parade as usual. Then on Saturday, it all starts at 7:30 in the morning. The youth hog, the cattle and pig judging was at 7:30. Rabbit and guinea pig judging will be at 8:30. Sheep and goats at 8:30. The youth show for the beef was at 9. The Pee Wee sportsmanship class and the show barn will be, that's animals, at 10 a.m. Then exhibit hall will open from 10 a.m. till 7. Then the petting zoo for Saturday will be open from 10 till 7. Then also on Saturday we got washer board tournament right there in the horseshoe pit area by the hall there. It starts at 12, goes on to, I think we got 2 tournaments set for that day. Then at 12 at noon, we got the bicycle and tricycle rodeo at baseball parking lot. If for some reason they got a tournament, it will be moved up to the old nursing home parking lot.
Are they going to use that for parking?
Yes, we got
Yes.
that. That is our county fairgrounds. We use that for parking during our
parking.
county fair and other events.
Well, that belongs to the county fairgrounds.
Well,
Yes.
it belongs to the county, which it all, but we got access to it all. So yes, we use it as an additional parking.
That'll be nice.
Yeah,
not
it's
to be
another
in
4
mud.
acres for us to use, so,
Yeah, and it's, most of it's not mud.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So, then we got the antique tractor parade throughout the fairgrounds at 1 p.m. Then we got the dance, that's down
We
at
don't
the,
have that in.
yeah, that's a misprint, that's not there. But we, at 2 p.m., I'm gonna let Kim explain this one, is the chicken chip.
The chicken chip squares, which
Yes.
used to be the cow,
Chip.
what was it, cow chip?
Cow chip.
Cow chip. And they are no longer doing the cows. They told me that they are changing to chicken chip squares because most fairs are going to that. It's easier and less cleanup and all of that. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try it this year, see how it goes. And if it goes well, then they'll
Is
continue.
that the
See that.
extension?
Me too.
Yeah. Is that the extension doing that?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it sure is.
It's, you gotta say it real slow. It's like when they brought it to us, we're like, okay. Then,
Yeah, I noticed.
then also at 2 p.m. we get the other washer board tournament. Then at 2:30 on Saturday, we'll have quarter scramble for the young kids, which it's in the book of the age groups. Then at 3 o'clock, we got the turtle derby. It'll be down on the main stage down there where the bands are.
Do they bring their own turtles?
Yes, they
Yes.
bring their own turtles, and we're asking people, and the conservation is asking people, do not paint them. The dye will get into their system.
Oh, does it
Yes.
really?
Put stickers on it or
Well,
something like
me
that
either.
to
I
mark
didn't
them.
know that.
No snapper turtles, please.
No.
If we see any, we will not allow you to race them.
There's been a lot of them crossing the roads.
Yes,
Yes.
they
Yeah,
have.
you
Yes,
gotta
yes.
See a lot of
really
snakes.
watch so you don't hit them.
You
have to straddle 'em.
Then at 4:30 will be the 4-H and FFA awards ceremony for the cattle and down at the show barn.
Oh, okay.
Then at 5 will be the youth stock auction for the cattle and the hogs down there. Rod Gegg and Chris Klein is in charge of that, and Mike Nagger and Paul Arnold, all four of them guys. This year, we had so many entries in the hogs, we had to put almost 12 to 14 new pens in up there.
Oh, my goodness.
So reason of doing that, we had to take out the open class of hogs and cattle. So we're mainly leaving it down to 4-H and FFA kids entering, the animals only. They told me the other night they probably end up having to build 2 more pens
Oh
because
my
they had some late
goodness.
entries.
My
So
gosh.
that is a lot of hogs.
So there's a lot of kids
Yes.
growing
yes.
animals.
And so
or
that
taking
auction
care
will
of
be going
animals.
on at 5 p.m. Come up and buy a hog or a cattle. It all kids get, whoever raised a kid, hogs and cattle get the money on that. So that's pretty sweet. Then at 6 p.m. In the main arena, we have the Power Wheel. We got Hemi Motorsports Power Wheels. Gage Summers is running our Demo Derby for us this year. He is bringing this gentleman in. He travels with Power Wheels, and all the kids will have to do from 3 to 9 is bring their bring their own helmet, and if they want to bring their own Power Wheel, they can, but Power Wheels be supplied. This gentleman brings them in. Their batteries are charged. They're all built for Dillman Derby, so he will be there. That starts at 6 p.m. at the main state at the arena.
What are Power Wheels?
They're
You see the little like 3 and 4 year olds,
Yeah,
the little
something like that.
Jeeps,
Oh,
or
okay.
like the little princess.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, how cute.
If you could zoom in on that.
He'll get it.
There he goes.
Yeah,
There
let's
he
gotta
goes.
push a few buttons, he'll get there. There he goes.
That's at 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Those
For the
are
kids.
little things. They're cute.
They are.
From
That's
age of 3 and 9, but they are mainly recommend bringing your own helmets. Helmets are required.
Good.
Then after that, we have our Dillman Derby. It starts at 7 p.m. The gates, Mission gates open at 4 p.m. The main grandstands fee is at $10. Children's from age 5 through 11 is $5, and under the age of 4 is free. Pit passes is $25. Drivers in the car must pay $40 to entry fee, and riders will pay $30. We got 3 big classes this year again. We'll have the big car class, the mini class, then we'll have Power Wheels. The total winning prizes for this year at our Demo Derby is $10,450.
Wow.
That's in all classes. And also we'll have the 3 classes for the Mad Dog Award. And also they'll get a $500 if they win for that, and
Oh,
additional big trophy.
good.
So that last year was we had rain, and it turned out we still did it in the rain. It was a muddy mess, but they had fun. Gage is this up. We just had a fair board meeting a little bit ago. Gage was up there, and he got a pretty good car count. He asked for additional parking, so we'll have to make a shift of parking around our new track and all that for his parking. So looking forward to that. He's been doing demo derbies for years throughout Missouri and Illinois. so been in them, and it'll be the first year for him running our show, but he's been helping for many years up there.
That's good.
Then also on Saturday, we have our beer garden, and we'll have our local San Genevieve Police Chief band, Crossroads. He will be on the main stage from 7 to 11 down there. We'll talk about Sunday. Oh well, that's fine. So that ends up on our Saturday events. If some reason our Dilmore Derby does get rained out, our Dilmore Derby will be Sunday at 7 p.m. That is our rain date.
Okay.
Our rain date for our races will be moved to our regular schedule event on our races. We'll just take all that and move it to our regular races, which that will be, let me look on my calendar here.
It could be in August.
Yes, because I took off.
It'll be in August,
It'd be July 20th race.
We don't have July 20th.
Okay, it will be August 3rd.
3rd of August.
Yeah, that will be our race rain out day for that. The truck pull, if it's rained out, we'll just move into it, make sure we'll have a fall one. There's no rain out day for that. Because of the sled. The sled has to come from a distance and they're hard to get it right. On Sunday, starting off the day in our arena, we'll have our 8 a.m. will be the weigh-in for the antique tractor pull. We got a new people running that this year. It's Chris Sims and Lisa Hasty. They're out of Bloomsdale. They belong to a tractor club down in southern Missouri, and they run antique tractor pulls and all that. So they're looking forward to running our tractor pull for us this year. It is free admission. Check-in is at 8, and the main tractor pull starts at 10 a.m. That's in our main pulling arena. Then also on Sunday at 10 a.m. we got the horseshoe tournament. It's up by the exhibit hall, up there by the gazebo where it was last year. Then at 10 a.m. through 5, the hall opens up the exhibits for the amateur wine, FFA, 4-H. That's when they'll come down to the prizes and who wins the entry. There's many classes in our books. Before we got Kim delivered our books throughout the county. Extension Hall has it, the information hall down here. MFA, Ace Hardware.
I have them at Shelter Insurance,
Country Mart.
Country Mart. I took all the bigger businesses, some small, actually, all the ones that were sponsors. I have them at there. Some of them took a little more than others. I have them at Fleeg's, William Nobby.
And by tomorrow night, I will have the whole book. I got screenshots of the book. I will have it on our Facebook page at San Genevieve County Fairgrounds. I will have that in our picture thing for all the activities and all the other stuff in there.
Because there's a lot in this book.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question,
Yes, ma'am.
very important one. What's a quarter scramble?
All right. The quarter scramble is that is on. We get a donation from one of our sponsors, and we take. Do we got different age? Where's that at?
It's on page 33, rather.
33.
33.
We got sponsors that donates money, and it's all quarters, and we go down to down where they have the bands at. We put some sawdust down, and about a couple bags. We'll throw, I think it's $50 a quarter, or $25 $25.
Each group gets $20 off.
Yeah,
Yes.
each one,
And they got
they have to find.
certain minutes
Yes.
to find it.
Oh,
Well, that's
wow.
better than mud, the solid.
Yes.
Yes.
So, so that's what that is.
That sounds great.
We got that 2 times.
Yes.
Yes, Saturday and Sunday. So
Good.
that's what that is.
Oh, kids will love that.
Yeah,
They do.
and
Yeah.
They
even
get very excited.
afterwards, after the county fair, we always have people go up with metal detectors and find what they can't
Find
find.
what's left.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's fun watching them. So that is on Saturday at 2, then also on Sunday at 1:30.
12:30. 12:30
Sunday.
on Sunday.
And the pedal pool's a
Oh,
little,
well,
pedal
it's
pool
different.
is a little
It's right here, it
kids
says
then, huh?
12:30. And I'm pretty positive we were going
Okay.
to 12:30.
All right,
So
so
that's
it's
a
Sunday, it's a
misprint on there.
misprint on the book, it's at 12:30.
Well, no, it's got it Sunday at 12:30 and.
Right
Yes,
on here,
on
but on
the
the
main
other part,
thing.
it has
Oh,
1:30.
What'd you ask, what was? What, honey?
On page,
You
on
asked
page
something.
2, it has 12:30, but where, on page 33, where it has the quarters, or actually, let me rephrase that. On page 2, it has quarter scramble at 1:30, and on page 33, it has it at 12:30, so it will be at 12:30.
Yes, that's a
12:30.
misprint
So
on
we
the
have a
front page.
misprint, so,
We'll apologize.
yes.
Then, at 3 PM at the show barn there, we have our pedal pool. One of our fair board's husband has been running that for many years. We've got our own boards and,
Is that,
What is that?
little kids doing that?
yes, little
Yes.
kids. What page is that on?
It's on page 33.
33.
Or, I'm
Okay.
sorry, it's not, that's the turtle derby.
I just saw it just a minute ago.
The pedal pool is on page 37.
Okay. Yeah. And the age groups is that for, I mean, we go by poundage, we weigh the kids.
Oh, so,
Under 31 pounds is in one age group, 31 to 40 pounds is in another group, 41 to 50, 50 to 51 to 60, 61 to 70. And we don't accept no kids over pounders. You know, they're little tractors and all that. We got plaques, trophies for all the age
cool.
groups.
Yeah.
And ribbons, everybody will leave with a ribbon no matter what, so.
Oh,
Um,
that's good.
So that's at, check-in, weigh-in's at 2, and we start at 3 PM at the show arena on that. Then also on Sunday is the chicken chip squares.
Yes.
Um,
Well, Saturday at 2 and then Sunday at noon.
At noon.
Yep. So we got that.
Get over there and see that.
At 3 PM, all the farmers and 4-H and FFA we release the cattle, that way they can get them home. Then at 5 PM, the amateur wine exhibits and all that, we'll release them at 5 PM. Then at 5 PM is Muddy Money Madness. It's
What's that?
It is, we got, this will be our 3rd year doing this. It takes the place of the grease pig contest.
Oh,
We had to stop the grease pig contest because it was putting too much stress and on the pig, and the pigs were getting injured from the
Yeah.
kids jumping on them and adults. So we discontinued it. That way it's not mean, I guess, in Maine. So we came up with that. What it is now is we got so much money on some balls, we just throw it in a big old puddle of mud, can down, and all the age groups of the kids run out there, and they collect many balls they can, and we have a money, $2, it could be $1, it could be $5, $2, $10, and they bring that ball back to whoever's in charge of that, and they'll collect the money. We got,
This year, we do have a different age
Yes.
limit. We cut back on the age. We don't have
The
for the
adults.
adults anymore.
it was getting, years in the
It's
past.
on page 12.
Um,
So the oldest is, or we have group 1 that is 1 to 4 and under, 1 to 6 and under. Group 2 is 7 to 9, group 3 is 10 to 12, and group 4 is 13 to 17. And that, this year,
That's
we're
as
going
high
up.
as you're going.
17
yeah.
is the limit.
And that is at 5 p.m. at the new racetrack. That's the old horse arena. That's where it was last year and year before, so.
And you have a place to spray off, right?
Yes,
Yes.
we'll have water
Yes.
hoses and we've got like a little.
I
booth now.
hope so.
Yeah,
Well, that's
they
something
get,
some parents might
it's
think
interesting
about.
because I get interested with them too because I see any kind of why, skiing. I said, jump back in, get them muddy. Then if their mom's standing right beside her or their dads, I usually tell them get their muddy too. And so it's fun. It's interesting, and that way the kids, what kid don't like playing in mud,
It's healthy.
So it's a good time for us to let them and without us getting in trouble. So that, then also, like I said earlier, if it rains out Sunday, Dilmore Derby on Saturday, it will be at 7 p.m. on Sunday, the old Dilmore Derby. So,
Well, you have 4 field days there, or
Yes.
1 night, 3 field days. for sure.
we couldn't do it
Yeah.
without all of our sponsors. We do thank all of our sponsors for our 2019 County Fair. And I do thank you guys for having us on many times throughout the year.
Well, that's quite all right. We're
Enjoy
glad to
listening
have
to
you.
it.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank all the volunteers who helps throughout the year and at our county fair, and our county commissioners. They stick behind us 100% with our county fair, and they're good to us. So I really thank all of them.
Well,
and
it's
all our county
wonderful that
workers.
the fairgrounds are getting used all year long now,
Yes.
rather than just in the
Once a
summertime.
year, right.
Yeah.
But that's our county fair, and I'm hoping the weather holds off good.
We hope so too.
Um,
It can rain in the morning on
Looking-
Saturday instead of the afternoon.
Looking forward
skip
to
it.
it. And as soon as this one's over, we'll start planning for next year.
Yeah.
Pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have Halloween, Christmas and all that again?
Halloween, we won't be having
You
this
won't
year.
be having
Yeah,
this
no,
year.
she's not going to do it this year.
Oh, okay.
It's,
So we won't be
unfortunately, it takes so much to put it on and help these days, unless someone wants to come up to the board and want to do
They
it.
volunteer for it.
But the person that we had last year and the year before, they put a lot of time in it, and it's hard to get help. It's, as all organizations, we're all volunteers, and we put a lot of hours in up there, and I know what she did on that, and honestly, I don't blame her, for
Right.
stepping down from it. But if any organizations want to put it on, come to the fair board. We have a meeting once a month. It's usually the third Wednesday of the month. Or they could contact us on our Facebook page, St. Jeremy County Fair. Leave a message on there and we'll get it.
Didn't, years ago, wasn't there an organization that did it up in the,
The school. The school had one.
well, and they had one many, many years ago at the Limekill House
Yes,
up
they
there
did,
on
the
Market
Limekiln
Street.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was, who was that did that? It was an organization.
I thought it was the Limekill that did it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I thought it was the
I think it
Limekill
was.
that
Like
did that.
workers.
I don't know that it was the Limekill workers, but I thought it was
Oh, they sponsored
the
it?
I don't know, I could be wrong, but I thought it was with the,
Yeah, 'cause that'd be something good for the J.C.'s or somebody like that to do, or the
Uh-huh.
Elks. Yeah, they have a lot of members to contribute.
right.
I'm going to announce something because I've been hearing about it. Is there going to be a carnival at our county fair this year? Unfortunately, no. Reason why we're not having a carnival at this year, the carnivals are all on the other side of Missouri, and they're booked for our county fair dates. So, we are having a county fair at the fairgrounds. It is the same weekend as the
You mean you're gonna have a
Jerdafet.
carnival?
I mean, yeah,
Carnival.
carnival,
Oh,
sorry.
Jerdafet weekend.
It is the
Good.
Jerdafet weekend.
That'll
So-
be something for them to do at night then.
Yes.
That'll be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are bringing a carnival in, it's just a month later, due to the scheduling of all the carnivals around. This is a new carnival for us. Last 2 years, we had one carnival out of Arkansas. This one is local here in Missouri. It's Fountain City Amusements, and he has some rides, bigger rides. So we're looking forward to having him. Then next year we're going to try to book him for our county fair. So just
We'll have to have you back on again then, just before
Thank
Jerdafet.
Yes.
Yeah,
What do you think?
we'll do it.
So it's the tickets will be sold out at Country Mart, and they will be coming in within the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, they will be coming in, and our posters will be all in. So Country Mart, it will be $1. 24. The day of the event, it'll be one ticket for $1, 24 tickets for $20, 50 tickets for $40. Pre-sale tickets will be 24 tickets for $18. That you got to buy them in the 20 by 24s. That's pre-sales only, and we'll have that.
That'll be at the Country Mart only.
So, yes. But we will have a carnival. It'd be during the Jerdafet weekend. That is after the seminary picnic. This carnival will be down in
Oh, at the
Prairieville.
seminary. Oh, okay.
Then they will move up.
Up
As soon
here.
as that's over, they'll be moving on the fairgrounds.
Because we're the second
If
weekend. right?
Weather's
Right.
permitting, they might open the day early too.
Oh, okay.
So. he
That
said-
was
Well, we hope
another-
it dries out by then. We've had
Right.
enough
Yes.
rain.
And that's another reason we have that we're having a hard time this year. Every few years this happens. We keep our fair the same weekend every year,
Right.
where other fairs, they move theirs. And that's why the carnivals have
Sure.
gone with that. And the carnival that we did have in this past couple years, they no longer will be coming this area.
Oh,
So, it just so happens it didn't work out this year, but hopefully we will have one booked for next year. And hopefully we will have this guy, with him being local, he really wants to stay here.
Well, that's
Or
good.
Sounds
That'd
to me
be
like you've
would
got a
like to
lot
come
going.
handy not moving
Yeah.
too far.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
That's good.
any questions from you women? Or you, Jeff?
I'd like to add something that every year the sheriff's department put up a big display. We bring our trailer down, we provide security, plus we have our boat usually, and our MRAP. And during the day on Saturday, the sheriff's department sponsors free child ID find kits, child find ID kits. And I'd like to recommend that all parents bring your children by. You don't have to be from our county. If you come to visit our county, visit our fair, come by, we'll provide an ID kit for you. It's really painless. It takes about 6 minutes per child. And we have it set up that you don't have to wait in line forever. We have an appointment schedule thing set up, so you can go ahead and, if there's gonna be a line, you go enjoy yourself with the kids, then come back later and we'll get your ID in. We do pictures, we do fingerprints, we do a digital, it's all digital, all computerized. We do you'll get 2 laminated ID cards, and you'll get a CD, and then we do a little movie on there. And on that CD, it will have a coloring book with all kinds of safety materials for the age of your kid. And this kit is not just available for kids. We could do them up to 100 years old. So if you have a loved one that might have Alzheimer's or a specialties person, we will do those kits, and you can have that in case of emergency. Hopefully, we never have to have it, but it's there when you need it. And like I said, we're there. We will be doing that from 10 to 4. and we usually have 30, 35 kids take advantage of it, but we'd like to have a lot more. We'll drag them in, and there is no age limit. If it's a little baby, we can still do them, and then we recommend at least every couple of years. And the reason for the video is because we ask them questions, how they get back and forth to school, who they play with, who's their best friend, where they go when they get mad, where do they like to play. Because a lot of parents don't know that information. And they give us a place to start. And plus, instead of just seeing a flat photo, we can see them moving around, like the children are too small to talk. We can see them laughing, we can see them crying, we see them move their heads, we see their mannerisms that you wouldn't see on a flat photo. And I'll be there. I do it every year, and I do it every chance I get. And like I said, it's absolutely free. We keep nothing. When we move from one kid to another, everything in the computer gets flushed. We don't keep a database on every kid, so we use them in future crimes. No, that doesn't happen. So we assure the parents everything, even the form you fill out that we get the information off of, goes back home with the parents. We put it all in a nice envelope and hand it right back to you. So please stop by and see our displays, check out the stuff we have available from the sheriff's office, and take advantage of our ID kits too.
Well, I think that's a good lead-in to
Yep.
talking to him now.
Ready? All right.
I guess they're.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
done.
So we'll put you guys in on, will you want the 24th of July for your August, or would you, 10th is too early, isn't it? Or you could, the 14th is too late of August,
Yeah,
that would be our
14th.
next one.
I'll be gone the 21st to the 30th.
Okay, what day did you say?
24th,
26th?
24th, Wednesday, 24th,
In July?
yeah.
The 25th is, or the
26th
26th
is,
is a Wednesday.
The 26th.
No, the
No,
26th
it's
is on
the
a Friday in
24th.
July.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
the 24th.
Okay,
I was like,
all right.
Smoke, you're just.
Sanjay TV, okay.
Okay,
Put me in.
all right.
Okey-doke.
Okey
You're gonna
dokey.
Do it by yourself then?
Yeah. Maybe I'll have him come. Joe?
You can come too if you want, Kim.
I'll be,
She'll be gone.
I'll be on vacation.
Oh,
I'm
you're
going
gonna
see
be
my
on
sister.
Trippy, oh, fun, yeah. Okay, so next up is Jeff, and he's got some exciting new news, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And you couldn't tell, I love working with kids. I had the opportunity to go to Camp Rainbow again this year, the first week in June. That's the camp for the cancer kids and bloodborne diseases. And they had a great bunch of kids. They all had a good time. We enjoyed them. Again, with all the rain, we had to stay on the blacktop, so everything was scooched in, and they didn't get to go play. They'd already said the morning that we got up there was 2 feet of water running across where we normally park our cars. So,
Oh.
and at Babbler State Park, where their campground is all the way at the bottom of a holler.
Oh,
So all that rain comes in there first, but that didn't slow the kids down at all. And while we were there, one of the other officers come up to me and said, I've got something I really think you need to come up and see. And it was the very next week, it was on Wednesday, and she asked me if I'd ever heard about Camp Guardian. Nope. And evidently this camp has been going on since the early 70s. It's been at Babbler Park for 7 years. It started out, they had camps in Lake the Ozarks and a couple other places, and they settled at Babbler. And it's because of the location and because of the buildings and how it's all set up. This camp is for special needs persons. No age limit. I said there's 6 to 66. And the way we are in our county and the way we try to take care of our special needs people, I feel that a lot of our special needs persons could really benefit from this camp. And it costs the camper absolutely nothing. Everything's free of charge, and it's sponsored and set up by current and former Missouri Air Guard and Missouri National Guardsmen. And these guys take it really seriously. They have great medical staff up there available, and they come from all over. One of the nurses I met was from Cape Girardeau. A couple of them were some St. Louis. A lot of the staff comes from the Kansas City area because that's the group, that's where the main group is from. But they welcome volunteers and they welcome campers. They had 66 campers up there. And up at Babbler, they have a place the kids can go fishing. They have a place they can play in the water. They have a pool. They do all kinds of stuff. And they don't leave anybody out. Charlie, if you put on, they have a Facebook page. It's called Camp Guardian.
There he's got it.
There it is.
And I would recommend that you go in there and look at their homepage. There's contact numbers on there. And this year's photo album contains over 400 photos. Camp Guardian 2019. Look at the smiles and the fun that everybody is having. I'm hooked. I'll be going back next year. I told you, I'm stuck. But we went up there because it was Heroes Day. And just like we did Camp Rainbow, they had officers go up there and firefighters go up there. And then they also have, everybody dresses up. There was Batman, there's Captain America, there was military men, there's
how cool.
Wonder Woman, there was Power Rangers. It looked like a Halloween masquerade party. But everybody
How
was having a wonderful time. They set up lots of events for them. They asked me after the other officers had left, they said, "Are you going to stay and eat dinner with us?" And that was the campers were asking this. And I said, "Well, you going to have enough to feed me?" "Oh, yeah. They feed us good here." And I said, "What are we having?" "I don't know, but it's good." And they turned out the guys had smoked a bunch of pork and had pulled pork, potato salad, baked beans. Then they had red velvet cake. And the campers eat great. They eat good. And like I said, that evening when I was up there, they were having a dance. And some of them dressed up. They had some kids or campers dressed up as firefighters. They had several police officers, and some of them were sporting St. Genevieve County badges. St. Genevieve County officers. They had their hats and their ties and everything on, and they got up there and danced. And this one young lady asked me, she said, "Are you going to stay for our dance?" And I said, "Well, I got a problem. I come up here by myself. I didn't bring anybody to dance with." She said, "Oh, that's no problem. We'll have somebody to dance with." So this one young lady come over there, and mind you, I'm not much of a dancer to begin with, but the music they were playing was kid stuff. I mean, jumping around, and I said, "Well, I don't know how to do this." She said, "That's all right, I'll show you." And we had a wonderful time, and when I got done, I said, "I told you I couldn't dance." She said, "But you make a fine partner." And I just can't express, I want our bunch in St. Genevieve to know that this is available. I don't know if anybody knew it was available, but it is available. All they got to do is get on Facebook, contact them, fill out a form. I would suggest do it as soon as the form's available. So if you want your loved one or a friend to attend this, and I think it's very beneficial.
You said age group was what?
There is no age.
No age group.
I call it 6 to
Right.
66, because there was one little girl there, and it was all the way up. There is no age group.
It's called
age
Camp
limit.
Gordon.
Huh?
Camp
Guardian.
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 Guardian. We do the pageant. We have a pageant here every year for a special needs person.
Yes.
Well, they had a prom the next night
Oh.
where they dress up.
Yeah, we
All the females get their hair and everything done.
have a prom.
And then the gentlemen, they dress them up, and they actually had a big prom up for Thursday night. I couldn't go back on that night, but I sure would have liked to have went back up there. It's not that far away. Babbler Park is just on the other side of Eureka. So it's in
That's
Wildwood,
kind of
Missouri.
close to the bird sanctuary, right? The one that,
Not too far away.
Stormy, yeah.
It's a little farther because it's closer to Eureka than it is.
Oh, okay.
Bird Sanctuary is right there in Valley Park. Well, this is on down outside
Oh,
of
okay.
Eureka. But it's still, I think it took me 45 to 50 minutes to drive up there. So it's an hour or less to drive there. So
Oh, okay.
it's not that far. And Babbler Park, even throughout the year, it's a big park, a beautiful park, and lots of stuff go on it. So just, if you want to get on the weekend, just drive up to Babbler Park and take a look at it. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They
What
got
was
all
the
kinds
name
of
of that
different
park?
things. Babbler, B-A-B-L-E-R,
EA,
B-L-E-R. Just go up Eureka, take, I believe it's 109, and just follow 109 and follow the signs, it takes you right there. But, like I said, these guys are really nice, and they take care of everybody. When I was up there was a thunderstorm coming in like we had today. And they got computers set up, and they watched the storm, and the lady said, "We have a storm coming." And as soon as it started raining, they rushed them all out of the tent. They went to the chow hall, and then they watched the red and said, if it gets any worse, we will go to our safe zone. And their safe zone is under the swimming pool. There's a basement under the swimming pool, and that's their
Isn't that
emergency
something?
shelter. She said, "I guess we'll be all right unless something happens and cracks the pool," but
Oh, my gosh.
I'm sure it's built pretty tough, but they're set up for emergencies, and like I said, I don't know how to explain it, but I told him about our county, about how we support our special needs. Got the new Coffee Grounds Coffee Shop.
That's
It's gonna be
gonna be
opening up
wonderful,
shortly,
yeah.
hopefully. We got our playground, we got our Challenger ball field, and all the other stuff, the programs that we do, and he was absolutely amazed because he doesn't find that
Yes,
all over,
Right.
most places. You know, you have little groups of here and there, and I invited him down to come check out our community and check out our stuff, and like I said, I'm gonna start getting involved in that with the sheriff's office, and again, I thank the sheriff's office for allowing me to do this. Because when I come back to Camp Rainbow, I told Major Shop, guess what I was invited to? And he didn't hesitate. Go,
yeah.
you know. If he hadn't been busy, he'd have went with me. So, again, if you got any questions, get on Facebook, get on the website. The gentleman I talked to was Robert Lovelady. Yes, that's his real name. And he called me right back. I called him today, and I was going to tell him what we were going to do tonight, but he
Did
was
you
busy.
tell him he could watch it on YouTube?
I haven't talked to him. He hadn't called me back, but
okay.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
And I told him, I asked him about pictures and told him what I'd like to do, and it's not a big deal. The more the merrier. He said, when I come back next year, bring more people with me. So if you're just interested in volunteering, I was really amazed and proud when I went to Camp Rainbow and up to Camp Guardian to see how many younger people volunteer and work with those kids.
Is
And
that what the coffee shop's gonna have, teenagers working with
that
them?
I don't know. I am
they
not
don't know
involved
yet.
in that one.
they're supposed to be handicapped.
I was thinking that's.
No, I meant, well, somebody
Otherwise,
has to be
some-
there with them.
looking
Yeah, there
over
has
the,
to be
To
some.
oversee.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They're not sure.
now, in order to sign up for that camp guardian, has to be a guardian of one of the child. Sign them up.
I would imagine, but when you look at the form, everything is on the form, what you need, what they need to know.
Okay.
And that's available off their website.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
That's
I was
good.
looking at the website earlier, the new form isn't available yet, because they just finished their camp last week, so.
Yeah,
But I know, they had 66 campers, I don't know how many they're allowed, how many more they can have,
yeah, that was my
but there's
next
probably
question.
A limit.
a waiting list. But if you get on there now, you get your name on the list.
Right.
And I'm sure they'll put as many as they can. And one thing that I was pretty proud of, a lot of these camps have lots of corporate sponsors. These National Guardmen and Air Guardsmen have fundraisers throughout the year to raise their own money.
Oh, so they don't.
You don't see any
go to-
signs around saying sponsored by General Motors or sponsored by this.
Oh, isn't that great?
So, and they take donations, and there's a site on there that you can give. It's called the Camp Guardian Foundation. And their motto, I'll read that to you right fast. It was established and administered primarily by current and former members of the Missouri National Guard, Camp Guardian Foundation, and our annual Camp Guardian Recreational Summer Camp to serve and celebrate people of all ages, ethnic,
Ethnicity.
Ethnic, probably.
Ethnicities.
Yeah, and backgrounds with physical and development disabilities. And like I said, they got a foundation that does do fundraising, and if you want to make a donation, you can do that. And on their website, it has, financials, got their programs and
okay.
results, got all their operations, you got all the information you need right on there.
And the website is Camp Guardian?
Yes, Camp Guardian. Camp Guardian Foundation is one of them. And there's a picture of this year's campers.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if Charlie could get any of that if we stood it up on the,
We'll
they're
see
all
about
small.
You can't, it's so small.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie
Well,
has,
I
he has the
think he had-
website.
Well, it was on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Facebook page.
It was
There
on
it is.
there a while ago, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
picture was
that's
on there.
great.
Charlie's on top of it.
Great.
And something else that I was pretty proud of, when I was there, they have the campers lower the flag, and the military show them how to fold it up,
Isn't
how to
that
honor
right?
our flag, and they do that every morning and every night.
Oh, my.
That's the first thing you do every morning, and the last thing they do in the evening before it gets dark. So I was pretty proud of that too.
Yes.
That these
Yes.
guys, these military guys, are instilling some of the stuff that they endured and learned into our
So
special people.
the idea there then is if anybody, I'll just throw it out, I don't know if they would or not, but like Mississippi Lime or somebody wanted to help sponsor the camp, they can make a donation to the,
Foundation.
Yes,
to the
Yeah.
foundation. And I mean, they don't put a sign up saying Mississippi Lime
right,
did so much.
right.
But if they wanted to help, then
And they might put a sign up, but there wasn't any signs up there. When I
Yeah.
went to other camps, you see all these different donation
Yeah.
signs. But all I seen was Bless America and Camp Guardian signs. That's all I seen the whole time I was up there.
Well, there's probably a lot of corporations that already sponsor them
And that very
through
well
their
could be.
foundation, yeah.
But I know he was telling me that,
And the best
they
thing
host
is,
fundraisers. They're doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. They started one last week. I
Oh, my
seen on
goodness.
Facebook
Oh, no.
where they did the Ice Bucket Challenge for one of their fundraisers, so. And that was a big deal a few years ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
and the dunking station used to be so popular.
And I took, I'm always asking for stuffed animals. I have tons of stuffed animals, so I'm not asking for them right now because it's 6 months to Christmas from yesterday. Everybody was saying that.
Yeah.
But I do want to put out a call for the Thai Beanie Babies, or the little ones, because along the stuff I took up to Camp Rainbow, they loved the babies. I took a whole big couple tubs up there to Camp Guardian, and they went like hotcakes. The stuff I give them, that you thought you'd give them gold dollars.
Yeah,
So I will take and collect all the little stuffed animals that I can get, because that's where they go. They go to camp, they'll be going to Camp Guardian this year and Camp Rainbow, so.
Now, I
That's
know a
all I
lady
have.
that has collected quite a few of those little babies,
Mhm.
whatever they're called. But she's not had children, I mean, she doesn't have any children, nobody's played with them. And she'd been thinking about getting rid of them. Would you be able to take those?
You betcha, and I'll go pick them up from her.
Well, it's quite a ways from
Yeah,
here.
well-
But, yeah, because she vacuum and things, she's very clean with them and
Mhm.
everything. And I'll tell her.
Okay.
And they don't have to have the tag on.
No, well,
Okay,
that tag
'cause some
doesn't
of
mean
hers-
anything to me.
Some of hers had, the tag has come
That's for
off.
people that collect them and think that one of these days they'll get a gold mine.
Yeah.
These are not intended for that. These are for these kids to have something personal to
Good,
keep.
I'll mention this should be.
because a lot of people just like to have them sitting around because they're cute.
Yes,
And those kids are only afforded a little bit of personal property up there,
Yeah.
and for us, taking bags full of great big stuffed animals, we don't have the room either.
Right.
And I don't take any up there if I know I ain't gonna have enough for everybody.
yep,
So I always take a lot, Camp Rainbow has 75 or 80 kids, so unless I got 100 and something Beanie Babies, I don't take them. One young man picked up 2 of them, he's going, which one I want, which one I want? Take
Oh,
them both.
just take them all.
Take them both. And he looked at me like, can I? Are you sure you can?
It's hard.
You know, so, but like I said, just, if you got some animals and stuff, they go to a good home. They, and they welcome, you know, I see some kids around that tear them up and throw them away and don't care what they got, but these kids like,
Oh, yeah.
they like
Oh,
their
yeah.
stuff. So, that's all I have.
Yeah, well.
And thank
are-
you.
Thank you.
You,
for,
thank
Thank
you,
you. Thank
and
you
thank you
both.
for all you do.
Thank you.
I
That's
appreciate
great.
it.
All the, anybody that does that for kids is a super person, for sure.
Well,
Just
look
like
what our
in
Fair Board does
nursing.
for the little
Right.
ones.
Yeah, nursing, you're a special person to be a nurse also.
You know, Iris,
And
look at-
caregivers, and, yeah.
the Fair Board has all the children's things, the little tractor
You
things.
guys do a
and
great
everything.
job up here.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
thank you.
We're trying.
We'll always,
And I think their goal is like mine, is get the community involved in stuff. You let the people
Exactly.
know
Yeah. Right.
what our community is capable of, you know, and spread stuff out and get that people know, get them out and see what we got. I run into a guy down at the French Festival. He was from out of town. He had all the costume on, and he said, never in the country have I seen a place like St. Genevieve. He said, you have more history here and better than Colonial Williamsburg.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And our buildings are authentic.
Right, and
Theirs
that's pretty
were-
cool.
Yeah, theirs were made.
You know, I was plumb down in Nashville and run into Dennis Stromat and had no idea that he played up here every year, and he's talking about a little town
Oh, you
like Cape
didn't know that
Girardeau.
he did?
No,
Oh,
I had
my
no
gosh.
idea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I
Every
said, well, I'm from the
French
town of
festival.
St. Genevieve. And he said, well, I'll be up there in 2 weeks. I play
Yeah.
there every year.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
So,
He does
Sure
the,
does.
the music from after the closing. He plays Walking in the
but
Boat.
I did that this year.
Did
I
you?
walked around and woke everybody
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
And that was right after the rain.
Yeah.
It started raining on.
I didn't
good
go
early.
this year, but yeah, I went a couple years ago. It was fun, closing it up.
But that's, you know, that's why I'm here, is to let people know what's available out there for our kids and people, and I know that's what they do too.
And that's why we're here, is to let the
Yes.
people know what's going on in St. John. So we need everybody to start watching us,
Yeah.
so you don't
Yes.
say there's nothing to do in St. Genevieve.
But those that do want
Because
to
there
should
is-
advertise
Yeah,
it.
there.
And we're putting more and more, a lot of events that they're having and stuff that I do, and I'm getting more and more involved in stuff. There's gonna be a lot of new stuff on our TV station.
Well, good,
There's gonna be a lot
good,
more
yeah.
new different shows, more stuff.
Right.
Like you seen earlier, the DARE graduation stuff that I
Right.
had. I'm getting that put on there, so, you know, if you got family throughout the world, or maybe in a nursing home or whatever, they'll be able to see what's going on. It's
Right.
not- They don't have to, a lot of this stuff, you can't put it all in the newspaper.
Right,
No,
right.
you can't.
And so we're trying to get enough different stuff on the TV so, to draw more interest.
Exactly, exactly.
So,
And the TV accepts donations too, anybody out
Right.
there that's listening.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, they don't
supported,
charge us.
self-support,
Uh-huh.
and they have a board also.
Yep.
And then the art guild's gonna be in the old museum where when they get moved over into the new one. So
Yeah, it's gonna,
that'll be a nice addition to the town too. There'll be a museum in there with the art from years ago rotating, and then also the members will be showing. So that'll be a new addition to town too. So we'll have coffee on one corner and art on the other one. So you can drink your coffee and then come watch art, or look at art, or look at art and then go drink coffee. And all the restaurants in town are amazing. There's none that doesn't serve good food. Yeah, for sure. So we thank both of you guys, or all three of you guys, for being here.
yeah.
thank you for having us.
appreciate it.
Yes, and anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome to do
Please
so.
just wonderful
So
art.
Keith will be
Come give
back
us a call.
on the 24th of July to talk about the Jour de Fête and we'll have somebody for the
Yeah,
Jour de
yeah.
Fête, but talk about the carnival that'll be in town in addition to the Jour de Fête,
Yeah.
which will be something for you to do at night, so
Something for the
you
kids.
can eat and then run up and do the carnival, or
And you'd be
eat at
back
the
with your
carnival
Christmas
maybe.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Christmas will be here before we know it.
yes, it will.
be.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, the
will.
years keep passing
We've had-
faster and faster and faster.
That they do.
Because of our community, I'm able, you know, this is our 11th year for Shop the Cop.
I know,
And
that's so
Our local car
wonderful.
club, and a couple other people, they're holding fundraisers, and the
Oh, and that's,
funds raised is coming to Shop at the Cop, so, again, that's another part of our community that's helping me out and helping our kids out.
Right.
So, it's expanded. Whenever I started here, they said, "You'll never get that off the ground.
right,
You're a outsider." Well,
and it
once
worked
I,
right away,
once,
yeah.
once people realize what's going on and they're able to see what the kids, it's bloomed, or it's blossomed.
It
I
has.
wish we had more places to shop, but as long as I'm here, I promise everybody it'll be
Oh, well,
spent here in
they're
town.
They're excited to go where there is
Oh, yeah,
to
they don't
shop.
care.
Yeah.
You know, There's
Oh,
stuff at
yeah.
both places, and they get a handful of money,
Yeah.
they don't care.
They don't care, they'll spend it wherever, yeah. And also the, no, I just had a brain warp.
I have them all the time.
Imagine that. With that, I guess we'll say goodnight.
Well, thanks for having us.
You're welcome, and thanks again for coming in. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Everybody out there have a
And
wonderful,
we look
wonderful
forward to you
month.
coming back.
Okay.
Good
Fourth
Thank
of
you.
July.
Yep.